We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Maryland's offense will get the first crack at it here. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air, it's Washington. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The give to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Hayes. At the 45 on his way. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Manning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose first deep. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed over the middle, it's McConnell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The lone back's got it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Ki-Jana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy...
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's That's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McConnell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. Looking for room at the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Terrapins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the run, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside kid. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's McConnell. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. The Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Denmark. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Still running at the 40. Oh, out of space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the ground, it's Martin. He's out past the 35. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And the Terrapins now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. To the air, it's Washington. Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Working that left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense set on first down. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Smart move to get down with the slide.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throwing right. It's caught. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to parse their way in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the catch. It's White. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know,
oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
and this always this is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. And the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 28 to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Got room to work. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
13. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to...
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mahoney. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to get him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Hayes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
To the air on second down. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Lyons. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's reeled in, it's Reynolds. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Bounced right back to them. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
Maryland, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Martin back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Snagged out of the air. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready? Jackrabbit.
They go to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Okay, ready?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Moves.
Back to pass. On target. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Waits to catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. With the catch, it's Gonzalez. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They get to him as he throws. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means